Okay. Don't forget to call it to order.
Call this meeting order, we'll say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Hello. Next 10 days, we'll maybe have that way.
And windy.
Mm-hmm.
That, the warm's not so bad, but the wind,
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the wind either.
it just sucks all the juice out of everything.
It's like stepping out into a furnace.
My granddaughter's Misty.
Got away from mom and dad,
How old's your granddaughter?
the older one.
1.5, 2.
That's not good.
I better head that way, folks.
Go help find her.
Yeah.
Where does she live?
Mile,
Mile City.
Drive safe.
Yeah.
We'll pray that you find her.
let us know, Todd. Whoa,
Yeah, that's scary. That was one of our biggest fears when the
don't
kids
think-
were little. It's one of them walking away when we were missing or whatever.
I lost one time. He went after daddy in the swapper. I found him about 2 miles away from the house.
It's amazing how far kids can travel. You know.
Well, rats.
Hey, Larry.
What in the world is going on here?
Commissioner meeting. You come in for
Well,
public.
word said, not a smile in the place.
We're about to find out you're here. And you were in the know, because you go to the coffee shop.
I'm telling you. You gotta straighten up, you guys.
Well, our compadre just found out one of his granddaughters is missing.
The little one
The
too.
little one got away from everybody.
Really?
He went to go help find her.
You mean Todd?
Yeah,
Oh, my goodness.
Good.
Out in the country, you mean, or what?
I think in Miles City.
Oh, well, that's even worse. Huh. If there is nothing but bad news, there ain't no news.
Well, Larry, what kind of good news do you got? You gotta have some in there somewhere.
Let's see, what am I up to today? Well, the lawn is already mowed. The water's running. I don't have to do a thing.
Well, you must have coffee stops.
Oh, I was at coffee.
Well, you know,
Coffee number one.
now they mention it, put it that way, my Wanda said, "Oh, Jeff, and that is, he is great for you. You mean, you know my friend."
Not talking to you.
Have you broke your mower yet? You need me to work on it?
My riding lawnmower would be out of gas by the time I got to your place. So I can't do
I
it.
have two out there.
Oh, you do?
You could use them.
He's a thinker, see?
Oh, he's making it easy, isn't he?
You could even start a little business. You could just borrow those whenever you wanted.
Oh. You know what? I don't wanna be in business.
You were that once.
Yeah, I like this deal of not having anything to do.
Ooh,
Except I got some guy who wants me to work on his well.
well, that happens.
Yeah, it does.
I thought you quit that crap.
I thought I did too. I haven't learned how to say no.
He's more like an advisor.
Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of what you are.
I thought consultant went along with.
that would go too. The pay is all the same.
Consultants get paid, advisors don't.
Consultants get paid, advisors, they just.
Todd went to go
What-
help
what'd I do
find his
now?
granddaughter.
I know that you want off of that, but you're still on it. There
Well, I'm
you
at the right
go.
place to solve this problem.
What problem are you solving?
I'm on the cemetery board. now.
Oh, well, see, we solve problems on Thursday. What is today?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday today.
It's tough, Larry. You gotta be on board.
And you don't meet on Thursday. Am I correct? Come on.
The
Go ahead, spit it out.
I can't remember if it's this Thursday or the next Thursday.
The
Yeah,
11th is a Thursday.
look, she gave me a whole book. For crying out loud, we're gonna have to have somebody read this.
Go
And then she
find-
underlined it.
Go find your
Look at all this.
replacement.
Evidently, these are the important sentences.
Go find your replacement.
You're the best there ever will be, so.
Yeah, right, listen to this, you guys. So you weren't saying a word when I walked in, is there no business?
It's
before the
public
board?
comment,
Huh?
public comment,
Next,
9 to
Customer service.
9:30.
and we were
You
kind of,
say that every time I walk in here, it's public comment
Yeah.
time. I come in all
You
different times
managed,
a
you
day.
managed to come in at the right time.
Yeah,
Larry, we were busy contemplating what Devlin going to Miles City looked.
yeah, I would think, why didn't you all just go along and help? That was what you should have done. That would have been a good excuse to leave. Who would have faulted you for that?
This is true.
Yeah,
For a change.
got me thinking.
Certainly do.
That's right. You used to be a politician. I forgot about that. You were.
Wait a minute, I'm not sure I like that designation. Politician.
Weren't you the mayor or something, or on city council, or
I was on city council, I never was mayor.
no?
One time when my dad, old Lester Varner, was mayor for 40 years. And then Marvin was mayor for the other 40. But anyway, one time my dad, and he was a Democrat, of course.
They find her?
They found her.
Oh, good.
How far'd you get?
I couldn't hardly understand mom, but she said they found her.
10 blocks away.
I think a good jaunt, yeah,
Oh,
taking a little trip,
yeah.
kinda,
Anyway, Lester was mayor, he'd
Mom
been
got
there
pretty
for 40
scared,
years.
Sounds like, huh?
And the Democrats decided they were gonna run
Mom
my
was pretty
dad
scared.
on a write-in campaign.
Might. keep
Kind of on the
closer
low,
eye
on the
on
down
that.
low, you know? So come election day, they got this writing campaign, and it only took 50 votes to get elected. And the other side heard about it, and they got their side out to vote. And like Lester won the election like 46 to 38 votes, you know? But if they hadn't found out about it, Dad would have got in
Oh,
to
sure.
be mayor, which would have been fun.
how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I better get out of here so you guys can go to work. I'm just here screwing with you guys.
He's enlightening us.
Refreshing.
Yeah,
He's telling us about the cemetery board, the plans and the future, and he is so hyped up about that cemetery, I can't believe it.
You get a
That's what I
hold
heard
of
you say.
Jamie to get the boxes in?
You didn't hear me say anything about I want off the board? You didn't hear that part?
I don't think so, no. Did you mention that?
Selective hearing.
Yeah,
Is that why he's here?
I don't think he knows why he's here.
I just wandered in. I said, what's this group doing?
He thought there might be coffee here.
Where were you at?
Yeah,
Did your wife lose you?
Yeah, was she bite? She called me a little while ago to see where I was, but I didn't know. I said, well, I'm in Terry still,
yeah, you're within the city
Yeah.
limits.
so I'm all right. If I get out of town, then I'm lost.
You're an easy find because there's not that many coffee shops in town.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't enough. Maybe you should start a coffee shop. You'd be a good,
I wanna do nothing, not do something. Did you misunderstand?
except, you gotta be bored, Larry.
No, I'm gonna come out to your place and have coffee.
Well, there you go. You keep threatening
Yeah, 10:30 or
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock,
That's normal unless
run into a wreck.
sometimes we have wrecks out there.
So I gotta figure out how long it takes to go from, well, you probably know how long it takes to go from here to your place,
15 minutes
15 minutes.
if you're
So
not.
Larry's speed about 45 and you'll get there.
His speed or
Your
mine?
speed, you'll get there about 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, right. Are you trying to tell these people I drive slow?
No, I wouldn't say such a thing.
No, I would hope not. Like, I don't mind driving 55, it's stopping every block that bugs me.
You know, you live in rural America is when you stop at a stop sign and you have to wait for a car.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Good seeing you, Larry.
You're doing a good job, keep it up.
That's spot on. Did you get the most recent emails from Brandon Duffy on the invoices and stuff? Is that what that is?
Yes.
I always ask, cause I always click on it and then pass it and then I forget to come back to it.
I gotta write a claim out on that.
And then Dennis, Cecilia got back to me and I forwarded you that email. Just saying that they're still looking at it, I think. Cause they're waiting for a state director or something. You don't really have anybody to send your letter to.
What's this?
It's for the land transfer deal that he's trying to
Oh,
work on.
we're gonna have to go congressional on that.
Oh, that's what I tried to have them do, convince Chief's office and
Well, that's what you were talking to them about when they were here last, right?
Yeah, we've been talking about a way to transfer ownership over to the county and then the county would use the resource until it was used up, we'd reclaim it and then give it back. Do they understand the part that to give it back?
well, after talking to their people in Washington, they thought this would be a better route. I tried to tell them in so many ways, it's a slow walk through the BLM. With legislation, you could do it. You could go right to the Secretary of Interior and he can do it.
Yeah, you can.
And, because that's the statute, that would be better at that level than some guy out in middle Montana asking for this declaration. They wanted to go through the department. That
Would you give me some guidelines? I gotta go back to DC for the Bill Fly in June 20. And I'm gonna try to meet with Kate McGregor, who's the undersecretary. I'm flying out the 23rd and coming back the 25th.
Well, we could get that stuff, you'd give it to Chief's office.
Well, I think all I gave them was the letter that we had written to give to the state director. You had given them a bunch.
Oh,
of
I
stuff
had given them all.
separately.
And the state director is the acting director. He just got appointed to Utah as the state director. Now they have a vacancy at the BLM. And I think they're gonna come in with Kim Prill. She was a minerals associate director. Is the acting director of, Oregon, Washington now.
When I spoke to Celia, I think that's her name, Bushi's office. Our government's in a fix no matter what we ever do. One problem with the BLM is a year ago, they had too many employees and they fine tune everything. And you can't stay in the guidelines because you got a book and, well, you fit into this, no, and you can give a reason why, then it becomes cumbersome because there's too many people, too many hands on this thing. And everybody has this input, well, that's years and years away. Now, talking to, Will Doran's wife, she's with BLM, been there 30 years, and, now she has 4 people under her, 2 have quit, 1 is retiring, so she's alone. Now, with her problem is she don't have time. See, so we're always in that dilemma of,
They just got rid of 3 range cons in Miles City. I think they only got 1 on one range con plus Dorn is the superior one. I think they got 2 in Miles City.
yeah,
That's it. And you can't get anything done. We were writing our AMP up, a new allotment management plan. And I says, why don't I write it? And they said, please do.
Todd, I just forwarded you the letter we sent Cecilia. That was drafted to go to a state director. We were asking for their feedback on it.
Yeah.
They didn't really have any real feedback on it, so.
You should have had a copy of that in that pile of papers.
the only thing we got was this. Objectors.
Wow. Morning.
How are you?
Not too bad. Wind's blowing, it's gonna get hot, but that's eastern Montana, right?
Right.
So
It really
it
is.
is, yeah.
Just wait a few minutes, it'll change. Somehow.
It don't look like it's gonna enforce.
You know, in 1993, it was terrible dry. It was in June. And I flew to Russia and Ukraine. And when I got back, when we left New York, we flew like this all the way home. And we got tremendous rains here, and I think they got 30 inches of rain in 30 days in Iowa. It was too much there, but it was a blessing here.
Well, we had a dry one in 17 and a dry one in 21, so we're looking. We're probably gonna get another one here. Yes, it is what it is.
Oh, I think those rainstorms are on their way, aren't they?
Well, we got a southeast wind. This is the 3rd day of a southeast wind. That usually says rain, right?
Yeah.
Used to back in the day. But that was when our prevailing wind was northwest, and now it seems like our prevailing against the southwest.
But if you get an easterly wind,
Easterly wind for 3 days.
we get all our big rains from the Gulf.
Yeah.
And that's where it comes from, that Gulf, and it takes 3 days to get here.
Yeah.
That wind keeps circulating.
What's going on in your life?
Well, we got that new guy hired. I got his test back, so he's gonna start Monday.
Is he a full-time person?
He's gonna be a full-time guy.
Nice.
So that makes you how many? 4?
Told
He's gotta
4.
work on his CDL.
Yeah, he's gotta work on CDL yet. They got experience driving trucks, and stuff, he just doesn't have CDL.
Is there a temporary permit that you can get through the state for CDL until you take the test. There's not.
It's just it's like a regular learning for me. You gotta have a license to drive. Drive. But he claims he ain't got no problem driving the truck. He just needs to get the test taken and then practice the skills test. You know, the backing up and pre-trip and that stuff. And he figures he's good to go, but I'll get him in a truck and make sure he can drive and get used to it. But it ain't gonna take a month or two to get him used to it. It should be a day or two. So it should be pretty easy. And then I'm short. One guy's gonna have a kid tomorrow night, so he's gonna be gone for at least a week probably.
Jordan,
Yeah, and then, my other guy's leaving for 2 weeks, starting next Monday, so I'll have the new guy anyway to start training and whatnot.
Did you ride a grade road?
Yeah, two drive grade road, I think two drive to Hall Ivans, that was off spring, we got a lot of little sugar holes started. We bang them trucks through that stuff and they grow every time you go through them, so there's no use going out there and making more work for ourselves when we got enough to do. We got lots of things we can start. When I get full crew back again, we'll get going again on cattle guards, cleaning and replacing.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job.
Yeah,
They're doing a nice job of.
Yeah.
Of cleaning them out. They really are.
the big thing is, yeah, making sure everything's smooth without having a motor grader there to do that. The motor graders work so much better to smooth them out when they're done.
And you're doing a pretty good job.
But I've kind of taught them how to do it with the backhoe in stages to do that rather than just try to flatten out the end up with some bad stuff, but they're getting a lot better.
Those cattle guards you did on.
Yeah, they were pretty decent, but I still had him go out with that blade and
Yeah.
get it good before I put that. And another experiment that we're gonna try with the cattle guard, see if we can keep that, see if we can keep some potholes from building right there at the cattle guard.
the face of those guards
Yeah.
get kind of choppy.
Well, they do, and I'm trying to experiment, we're close to town here where we can kind of
See what
watch and
works.
see if that mag chloride works on that, but that mag chloride works great in a lot of places, but you just gotta have the clay with it to make it work.
Needs a binder.
It's gotta have that binder, cause that mag chloride, the chemical reaction with clay, it
That's like
stays with
glue.
clay, yeah.
I see.
You wouldn't think you'd need that clay gluing.
Well, sometimes, there's a difference between clay and gumbo though. There's
Yeah.
a big difference. But, the good, kind of that cream colored clay is really good. But
Don't
then
have much of
black
that in my
gumbo,
country.
that kind of stuff. You were saying,
Well, like out south, I saw you put some egg chloride out there.
Yeah.
Down a couple times on.
yeah, we had that rain on Thursday, so I got some implemented out there north. And then my two guys were gone doing other things Friday, so they didn't get an opportunity to blade, and I went, while I still had some moisture in the roads, I went and put mag chloride on a lot of other spots that I had been doing.
And I looked at, Cabin Creek where you there.
Oh, I still haven't been up there and seen what he did yet.
Oh, he did a nice job.
Well, he told me he did, so when my guys come in and tell me something, I tend to believe it before I believe
So we should, because, you know, there was a concern about that, and after
Yeah.
I let him, you told me it was okay, and I went and looked, I thought it was fine. Al wasn't around, so I didn't get talking, but I wanted to, and then I was out just a couple days ago, just looking at that again, because I wanted to talk to him, and he wasn't around again, but there was no blowhole, there was nothing.
You're talking about cabin crew, off what Harold got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've been up and down, what do you think of what he did?
The fill on the sugar.
Well, basically from the four corners there, all the way up to Spring Creek turnoff, he pulled some shoulders and
Harold was concerned it
Yeah.
was gonna be clumpy and lumpy, and they've worked most of that
Yeah,
out.
Adam said he thought he did a really good job. I
was,
still haven't been out and looked at it
there
yet.
wasn't a clump on the road. I
Yeah,
thought it was a really good job and it's been,
The two or three that I seen have been worked out, they're just a few roots
Yeah.
waiting to blow away.
that's been a month ago. I think.
yeah, pretty close.
And.
The only thing it needs now is some rain.
Yeah,
I was just out there Sunday
Mhm.
and, he's still holding.
still holding on good.
Very good.
Good. Like I said, I've been busy and it hasn't been out that way.
There's a couple other, or you can tell where they are,
But
they're not
lumps,
the sugar holes.
oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, there's not, from what I've been hearing, there's not as many sugar holes on that as there was last spring.
No, not near
So,
what there
and that's
was
what
last year.
pulling them shoulders helps with that. When you,
Had
got-
some filtered.
yeah, you gotta get some dirt lines bound in with it and it just helps.
That little
have the
pickup
time
I
to do it.
drive gets a little whippy on
Yeah.
some of them ridges.
Well, that road's getting pretty wide anyway.
It was, yeah. And I got a lot on there. It's just being shorthanded and not having the time. To,
The other thing we have to remember about the rural county roads is that there's more traffic on them and heavier traffic than what we used to.
Oh, yeah. But,
You know, it's just not your side, it's that we have
yeah,
a higher demand on the roads.
well, there's.
That road gets used as a cut across a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, the big thing is, 20 years ago, not every rancher and farmer had semis. But now they all do, pretty much. And this online shopping is, I've seen four different FedExes within 3 hours on Highway 340 up there when I was blading last summer. Four different ones in 3 hours. And now we got two UPS trucks, I believe, delivering down here every day from Miles City.
I don't know, I only,
Earl, and I see another guy running
Yeah.
around. I've seen them both at the same.
Morning.
When you look as your plate, you go away, you go another
I
county.
just told him I was gonna come in and talk when he was here.
He jumped the gun a little.
Oh, did you already start talking? I couldn't have came in then anyway. So, did you,
I haven't said anything yet about it. No. I'll let you run with it.
moving forward on the wages, I talked to Todd, we have to do an actual public hearing. And we have to do, cause we have to do an amendment to the resolution, so we'd have to get it all ready, we'd have to publicize it, and then we'd have to have a public hearing on it. So, since we're heading into budget, I talked to Todd and I said, can we just, by the time we got all of that done, we would be probably at the point that we would be talking. And then we're like in the budget. So I asked Todd if he was okay with, and you guys could choose to, that's your decision, which I'm sure that you would. Just do retro pay to
Jordan.
Jordan
Gary.
and Gary. And instead of going through all of this to redo a resolution when we're right at the point of doing, if you guys don't agree with that, we can move forward with it, but you're gonna have to run it for 2 weeks, which is a newspaper ad. And then you're gonna have to have a public hearing on it, and then you're gonna do the resolution, and then probably a month later, you're gonna do
All over again.
all over again, whereas you could just include it in the budget process.
I want to do something simple.
I think including it in the budget process would be the
And then we
easiest.
just do a retro pay to them covering wherever you guys are putting their
Day-to-day.
wages back
And
to.
they're in the loop on this.
Well, they've never asked for
No,
this,
No.
so this is something that Todd wanted to do, so it's not like they're waiting for us to
But I
give
have
them an answer.
trying to get.
So he could inform them of that, but like I said, it's your guys' decision, but really it's it's a lot of work for the amount of period that, I'm not saying that work is
Well, it's a lot of fuss for the short time period.
Yeah, when you're gonna turn around and you can include it in your budget.
Or it can be retro pay.
Yeah, that's what we're
That'd be
talking about.
retroactive then.
Yeah, like you would just, we could figure out, which I told them that would be pretty easy, cause you're just gonna, like Jordan, it would be $1 an hour a raise, and then we would just figure it on that. How many hours he worked from the time that you decide you're retroacting it to, and then the same thing with Gary.
You
would
can
be-
get that info off the timesheets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, instead of, if you do it the other way, then,
step one, step two.
yeah, it's just an,
Prolonging everything.
Yeah.
Dragging it on.
yeah, and you're just gonna end up having all the same stuff, and it's, I believe at the max, you're looking at an extra month. I don't even know if it will be an extra month, to be honest with you, by the time you got everything.
Probably not.
No, because you have to advertise for 2 weeks, then you have to have a public hearing, and then you have to, and then you can do the amendment to the resolution, so. Yeah, I don't think you're,
Between weeks,
I don't think you're looking at a month
Yeah,
at the most extra, but like I said, you can do retroactive on their pay for that time frame that you're talking about. So. And then we can make sure that we get it right on the, I've already got how we need to word it in the resolution. But we'll just word it in the resolution with
the budget.
the budget.
Cool.
And include it in that hearing.
I think that sounds like the easiest,
And I don't mean to say the easiest, I just think it's,
cleaner.
but I spent time talking to Todd on the phone about it, and we just wanted to share. And if you guys are in agreement, then I would like to.
Doesn't matter how you get there, just as long as you get there.
Yeah.
Go the simplest way.
Yeah.
So,
Do you need a motion on that, or do you need just?
I think so, because you made the motion to move forward to work on the resolution, so just. I would say that we're just gonna change it. It's still in agreement that you're doing that with the wages, but we're just gonna do it with the budget process.
We'll bump their wages because of experience and.
Yes.
And
And then we're gonna get it correct on the new resolution, whereas if you hire with a CDL, it's at this wage, and if you hire without a CDL, and then we're putting. We're not doing pool anymore because technically pool doesn't work. It's a permanent part-time, yeah, permanent seasonal.
Get the wording
Yeah.
Yeah.
right on everybody.
Yes. So,
Very
and then,
fancy.
but technically both. Well, but Wade quit, so he would have to reapply.
Wait,
Both of them applied,
For the temp.
yeah.
yeah,
You have to have him quit and reapply because of
Okay.
his retirement.
Okay.
You have
so
to,
he's had the 90 days now, for sure.
Yeah. but I meant,
He would
You
submit a
have-
letter of resignation and then
Then come in
apply.
and apply.
Yeah,
Why?
be a little
Have to do another
paperwork.
interview on him again? I mean, this will be the third time we've interviewed the guy in 5 years.
I think that's a Dan question. I really do. I don't know, I just know that he has to fill in another application. I don't know how it really works if they've already worked for the county, if they have to re-interview when it's the same position.
Never run into this scenario
Yeah.
before.
Well,
So-
it'd be a short time period, so you looking at
Yeah,
drug testing and whatnot, that would
Well-
be something I would ask Dan. I wouldn't think you'd need it, but
Well, they already did I don't know, that might be a Dan and a Keither question, because I don't understand all the new ruling on that.
they've changed so much stuff.
Well, the requiring on that,
Yeah.
yeah, like they can't start until all those results are back. That's very strict.
Kinda like the new
the
kid.
new guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
Okay.
so they have to have both the drug testing and the
background.
background check completed and results before
I
they,
we
didn't
have
think we
time.
had to have the background in. The drug.
the background test we get back really
Oh, we haven't got that. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, maybe we need to reach out again and find out. I was thinking we got that one back. No, we didn't.
Or maybe you guys did, but I didn't get it.
No, I think it goes to you first. I don't know. I'll check
Since we're
again on
gonna
it.
do it with the budget, we've got time to look into it, so you can
Well,
ask Dan.
Yeah.
So,
Make
Speaking
sure.
of budget, I didn't see a COLA in here.
we haven't had our
Oh.
compensation meeting. I explained that in the first paragraph.
Okay, I didn't.
As soon
I
as
was
I,
looking for the numbers, I did.
yeah, as soon as I know, as of right now, the only thing I've seen out there is 2.8.
2.8.
It's the only thing I've seen.
For this year. But we were gonna do that 7-year average and
Yeah,
1%.
2.8 this year.
that's
I
crazy.
just can't hardly believe that.
Yeah, cause it was like 8 something a year.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I found on, all of us have been watching for it because of the compensation meeting, and the only thing that I seen is on Mako's website on the. It doesn't say,
Make or make.
Mako.
Mako.
It says, one of them is 2.8 and one of them is 2.97. And then Garrett's been on in his feed, I think that's the average of theirs. My clerks haven't been posting yet.
Wasn't the last one we received from Mako 2.69?
I think so,
Last year. or
last
something?
year's.
Well, they corrected it, and I think we got a new one that said 2.69. I printed off, and
On the last one, I just looked yesterday.
then you would know.
I just looked on their website yesterday, but it's also in a weird section on their website.
Well, they sent a revised correction of the. Only averages about.
Yeah, I just looked on their website because I hadn't, normally we get an email and I haven't seen an email on
I
anything.
was thinking I had seen something and I'm not bringing it up.
Are you on can you go to Mako's website?
I'm on there now, I'm trying to find.
I always just type in COLA because it's not very clear to me where it's at. I just type in COLA and then and there's search and find. And then I also asked Todd, on the 11th, if he needed to come in. Do you guys need him in? If you don't need him in, our agenda is, because you have the canvas on the 11th. I can't even get you guys to do your minutes until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. If, because we can't move the canvas. The canvas is advertised for 10 o'clock.
Can we do it at 9 o'clock if there's no public comment?
If you don't do
Well,
public comment, or if you don't have,
Basically.
Also, if you don't have
Just
it.
being the new guy till then anyway, so I probably ain't gonna have nothing really to report on.
Okay.
Search for COLA.
COLA consumer price index for 2025 was 2.69. For the fiscal year 2027, which would be
26, 27.
26, 27. The mill levy is 2.97.
This is what Todd's reading right now, I'm sure.
Mill levy or coal?
he said. Oh,
Just figured.
2.97.
Mill levy is 2.97.
I did a
It
general
is
Google
corrected.
search and it said said what you had said, 2.68 on the general search, and then for it outside of Mako's website.
I swear it said 2.8 yesterday, but it says 2.69.
That was last year's.
Yeah,
This year,
25.
297, 3. That's crazy.
If you take 2.69 and do 97, does that make it an average of 2.8? Somewhere 2.8 showed on my. But it's been insane in the office, so maybe I'm just a match.
Numbers going.
And then you have the Milwaukee Bridge, I think, the week after that on the
On the Zoom,
18th or
on
something.
the Zoom?
something like that.
Yeah, okay. So you guys are okay with me taking road off?
Yeah, I don't, like I said, it's just gonna be me and the new fella for the next 2 weeks anyways.
Well, why don't you go ahead and put it on there and just add a couple other items to that time frame? That way, if something comes up, Todd's not limited in what he can
Well,
discuss.
I can come up during one of the public comments too. If there ain't nobody here, then I can,
Yeah,
if I need to, I don't foresee anything, but, you know.
but if we just add minutes to the road time frame.
And then we're okay to do you guys down there on the 11th because it's, the canvas is nicer because you're right by my election
Yeah.
box to pull all the,
I think you do what you need to.
okay.
That's the next meeting,
Yes.
Yeah.
set up in here.
Why would they put it down in the Montana Department of Revenue, MACO calculated the fiscal year 2027 inflation factor for mill levy at 2.97? Why would they say mill levy when it's dollars?
I don't know. I've never seen mill levy with it before. Has it?
That's what we,
Mill levy,
we don't.
no, it's never, you convert back to mills once you get the dollar figure, but the dollar figures, you do the inflation calculation on the dollars.
Right, because the value of a mill is
Can
different
change.
per county, isn't it? Or different per,
Yeah, everybody's different. Maybe it's a typo.
Oh. The Department of Revenue shall calculate the average rate of inflation for prior 3 years, so that's still in effect, so it's an average that they're using. They're using a 3-year average. It's not the inflation factor for this year.
That 2.69,
9/7.
2.97.
that's it.
So what is the 2.97?
2.97 is an average of 3 years.
Oh, is the average of 3 years?
Yeah.
What is that?
Prior to year plus average rate of inflation for the year, prior 3 years, not to exceed 4%. That's the way I figured it too. Jason worked hard to get to 4%. He wanted 4.5, but couldn't get it. And we get to use full inflation, not half.
That's right. You guys,
So the 2.97 is significantly higher than what we've got before.
When's the compensation board meeting then?
It is on the 4th.
Yeah, fourth at 6:30.
6:30.
I
Afternoon.
didn't think you guys met the 4th. Or I guess just.
We're doing
Just
just
a
a
comp-
meeting for the compensation board. So that we could get it in, we were struggling to try and get the meeting in with everybody's.
Agenda.
And the problem also is we have an election going on right now, so the days are also.
why would that upset your apple cart?
Did you really want to ask that question?
I
Do you really want me to answer
I really just wanted the reaction. It's priceless.
it? Okay, so if that's all, I just wanted to share that, and if you guys are okay, that's the way we'll move forward on that, so I'll get all that.
Did they
Do we
have to
need
give
a
a
mo-
motion for that
Oh, sorry.
retro pay or whatever it's called? I don't know. They have to or not.
Cause I think that you motioned to do the,
We just add to the motion, right?
yeah, I think you. So I believe you guys motioned to do the resolution of the wage change, so. Do you now need to motion to
include the,
change that. Was that done at the last meeting?
I don't think it was the last meeting, I think it was the one before that, probably. I don't remember. Let me look here, I'll tell you which one it is.
Just to include it during the budget process?
I'll find it and see what we said exactly. Okay, so the motion was Commissioner Felter made a motion to make an amendment to the resolution on higher wages for Gary and Jordan. Seconded by Commissioner Teskey, and that was the motion, and that was on the 6th of May.
I'm entertaining a alternative motion.
and then
So I think you, I
and
don't wanna tell you
then
guys what to, but that instead of doing the amendment, that you will, do retro pay during the budget process for those wages. And
okay.
correct
I
the,
made a motion to make an amendment to the resolution on higher wages for Gary and Jordan, seconded by Commissioner Teskey. I would amend my motion to include the resolution would be done during budget with possible retroactive pay. That covered?
think so.
Cover it?
I think so. You're just gonna do the retroactive pay and then during the budget
Yeah,
resolution for
Is that part
wages.
of the regular resolution, or is it a second, different resolution inside?
No, we can include it in the resolution.
Okay.
In the wage resolution, and it would just explain, yep, it would explain, and then during the road section, it'll have the retro pay for specific positions on that resolution.
So Christine's resolution, she can't, all I'm trying to make the point is she's revamping her past resolution, but that's all gotta go away, and we'll just put this in whatever we agree with.
So just withdraw your resolution, and make a new one.
okay, I withdraw my
Yeah, I think that's,
resolution amendment.
Hold on just a minute. Okay, so I did that, and then you wanna put to do what instead?
Then I would make the motion to move the wage discussion to budget time. That covered
With retro.
with possible retro pay. Just in case.
Okay, so this is what I put. Commissioner Keltner made a motion to withdraw the resolution amendment made at the May 6th Commissioner meeting. Should I put what it was concerning then? Concerning the
Road
wage?
wages.
Then makes a motion to move the wage corrections to the budget time with retroactive pay. Does that sound right?
With possible retroactive.
I take possible out, don't muddy the water. Just, that's what we're gonna do. Just make them.
You were gonna do it, so
Yeah.
it would be
Okay.
retro pay.
Is there a second?
I'd second.
There's a motion and a second on the floor. Any discussion?
Covered all? Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Right.
Aye. Motion passed.
So remember that on your sheets. Just remember that when you're calculating.
Oh, the, for the, gotcha, cause they ain't gonna get nothing till after the new budget, right?
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll insist that we have it done by the end of July,
Yeah,
so that we're paying it.
Yeah.
And not doing other retrofit,
yeah,
just that retrofit.
yeah.
Just one.
I'm
Just
just
two,
letting
yeah.
those two, I don't wanna do the whole county.
We
Fair.
have to have one out there.
Well, was it, being hot, of course. We should be doing a few cattle guards, but it's a little warm to do that, heat stroke and stuff, but we got plenty of stuff, we got Jordan putting a headache rack on that Dodge pickup. So we don't shove something into it, break the back window. Start taking that box off of that other pickup and get ready to put a flatbed on it. Oh, building cattle guards. Just, since it's a short, screwed up week anyway, we decided to just stay in the shop. And it ain't like we ain't got nothing to do in there, so.
When you do that with your truck, you take the box off. And you put a flatbed on it, you put stake pockets so you can still hold things, is that what you do?
We probably, well, it's got a, this one I bought, it's got a rail around it where you can
Oh.
put straps on it. Just strap something down, but we plan on bolting welder down to it and a water tank for a little firefighter with it.
Sure.
Our saline bottle, you know, we're getting it ready to go, but it's gonna be a long process when we have time to work on it in there, and he's gonna get started, I think. Well, probably not, because he's gonna have his baby tomorrow night, and he ain't gonna be around for a week or two, or whatever it is, gonna take him to do his thing. So it'll happen, but here and there,
Part of the process.
part of the process, it'll sit in the middle of the shop for a while, and when he's got an hour or two to work on it, he'll work on it for an hour or two.
Bust your knee on the tater hitch.
So,
Do you have some cattle guards built ready to go?
yeah, I do, but I still need, I think, to do my itinerary that I got set up, I think I still need 4 12-footers. But then I figured if the wind's not blowing, I'm gonna spray next week, and my new guy says he can weld. I can put him to that, unless if we had some moisture, I'd probably go out and train him on a blade.
We're talking about Saturday now, so.
Well, they're hot, they do that a lot.
They certainly do.
That's kind of the plan for the next week or two. Most of it just being short-handed, so. But we're whittling away, staying busy. With something that needs to be done. That's all I got, I guess.
What are you doing with that, your old welding trailer? Cutting it
Well,
up or
I'm
just
gonna take the brand new tires I just put on it. Take them off and put them in the tire shed, we might need them for something else someday. And I'm gonna load it on a trailer and I'm gonna haul it to Border Steel, and so I don't have to look at it no more.
Sure.
I think it's like an old set, that box is like a 71 Ford box or something like that. That old blue trailer that
Yeah.
had a welder in it. It's been a good little trailer, but it's toast. Yeah, I'll just haul it to Border Steel. That's not something I'd wanna put in that Smith sale,
No,
with it junk like that.
You get $3 for it.
Probably, I give you one for that in scrap iron. Right.
no, it's just nice.
You know, I got some flattened out culvert. Old rusty ones that I.
This
need to
has
get
all
up
been
there too,
done.
so I'll just
This is-
load up a trailer and take it to Border.
Shall I put it,
$300.
Yeah.
Stick it side in.
yeah,
And I got new iron to build something.
Christie hand delivered it to you.
Yeah,
So I've got an email that
That's a good plan.
acknowledges that they've got it.
that's usually what I do with scrap irons. I take. the
Forward that
trailer,
email
dump my
to
Scrap iron off and go through and pick out. I need 2 sticks of this.
Whomever.
because That just have it
Just kept
on
it.
hand.
put it
Is
in
it you?
file,
I'm gonna use it, yeah.
Milwaukee Bridge stuff.
Okay.
You guys have a good day.
Thank you, Todd.
It's sort of easement for the state land going across Milwaukee. Christine says it's all been taken care. We paid him and everything.
Yep,
Twice.
we paid him $50 and then
Oh, there's an
Paid them
application
$300.
fee of $50 and then.
and we got
gotta
that
pay-
back.
Yeah, they give us the 150 back, we paid them twice or for the same thing.
Well, the engineers company paid one bill and we paid.
What's- When are they gonna do bid?
They were supposed to do it at the end of May. We won't know until our Zoom call. The 18th of June. Or whatever day that is. He's had anticipated that it would go out to bid before our next Zoom call.
Yeah, they're just waiting on a permit, I think, weren't they?
Yeah,
I don't remember which permit. They had gotten one in and
The
one they were still.
one
waiting
that-
on.
Dennis is looking at.
No, it was a different, there was that from
DNRC.
us, but there was something from a agency or something they were waiting on too, wasn't there?
Not on the 90, not on the Milwaukee. They're waiting for the BLM on
I thought
the
that-
Culvert 3 Authority.
See if I put anything in the minute. We did that on the 15th, I think, right? So the one we did was the DNRC land use license, which is that. And then
That's on
there's
the
a permit
Milwaukee.
they're waiting on something else for that same project.
Hmm.
But you didn't say, I think it's the Army Corps of Engineers 404 permit. That's the one that I put in the minutes anyway. Army Corps of Engineer 404.
404 permit sound right?
404 permit, yeah.
And
That's on
the
the
one they were
Milwaukee?
waiting on.
Yeah, 404s comes through the, well, I think they both do to the Army Corps.
Yeah, it said Army,
Boy,
I put in the minutes, Army Corps of Engineer 404 permit, which we're waiting on, then we can go out to bid and hopefully by June, everything will be moving forward. That's what I had written up for the meeting minutes.
Well, and again, that's the contractor or the engineering that would get that 404. It says we will do it.
It's not something we had to do.
Yeah, right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what we had to do is what you've got in your hands right there. And that,
That entailed Dennis taking papers in and Christie took papers in and I came in and signed papers. They had us all stirred up on that one.
yeah, that was a fun.
We had Dennis going through papers he didn't know he had, I think.
Yeah, and somebody made a comment, and I think that's what happened. I think we got introduced in BS and talk. I think they put them down and never did send them, because I had this few papers that he gave me and it wasn't, what was.
Wasn't in there.
So we need to approve this then with $300 check and sign it, is that what?
I think we
We-
paid.
We paid it.
the
That's
300?
what Christie had. I came in and signed it
Oh, okay,
and the sheriff's department took it to hand deliver it the
Okay.
next day.
then that's done.
I was gonna put that note, make a note of that and stick that in
Keep that in your file.
my file. Yeah, my papers.
There's been a little confusion on that now. We want to have a paper trail.
That's what I was thinking. It would be, might behoove us to have more copies than we.
More than less.
I need a sticky note to add my items on. Raya took our calendar down and never put it back up.
Henry, when he was a little kid, he took off like this. His grandma and grandpa come from Colorado to babysit, and he took off to Jackson Hole. She had a seminar to go to for OBGYN. And Henry disappeared. Couldn't find him. He was gone for like 3 hours. He come through the alley on his bike, and his grandma saw him, and she was so excited to see him, but she wanted to throttle him, and he said, "Grandma, I miss you."
No throttling going on.
No throttling went on.
Oh,
Grandma. Cause you could see in her eyes that this woman was mad.
that's a scary thing. That
Oh, it is. Scary thing, terrible.
won't beat that child, but you love him and don't, you're so glad to get him back and they're okay. 2 or 3 years ago, one of the Tibbetts girls brought out lunch to the boys and left her kids on the gravel pile to play. And she went back to get them, they weren't there. And they were panicked, where would the kids go at the farm? And they knew the swing set down in that barnyard. And they played it before, so they just walked down there about a mile.
About a mile.
About a mile. They were
From one house to
probably
the other?
6 or 7 years old. They were old enough. But there was panic. I saw panic.
Oh, yeah.
That losing a child is panic stricken.
She caught him the other day. They got outside the chain link fence and, they got those horseshoe that drops down. Well, they could reach up and they got loose. So the old one, and they were holding hands. She said they were a block away, just giggling to each other, we've escaped, and they're trotting down the sidewalk. So they have to go from medium security prison to maximum security.
Mother's on a rampage, I can tell.
When our boys were little. The convenience store about 8 blocks away called. Oh, no, our boys are supposed to be down there buying candy. No, they're not. Well, she'll keep them there, so. Prairie went down to get them and they had gotten $100 bill out of my britches and took it down there and we're gonna buy a candy bar. And so the yell running the place looked fishy to her that those kids ought not be there with $100 bill.
$100 bill, now if they'd showed up with a $5 bill, she'd probably let them
Or been a
go.
different deal. So those kids, they pull stunts
And it don't take long.
and they don't know. They just do it.
What the hell are you doing?
Entertaining you. I'm
Making
making
notepads?
notepad.
Okay.
I didn't want to cover the whole sheet of paper up.
Should I get her for payroll?
Yeah, she's on.
I thought you were gonna make us like a little cut or something out of the paper. I'm actually impressed with people who can do that.
What, tear paper up?
No, make it into like, you know how they fold it just right, there's a name for it, and you fold over paper to make it or whatever out of it.
Oh,
What's going on across the river? Anything?
Just been busy,
I bet it has.
shop's been busy and I've been busy doing other things, so. Been keeping me pretty busy lately.
Is that your hay truck sitting in the yard?
No, that's Mary Booker,
Mary, what does she do with it?
she's trying to sell it,
What does she want for it?
I don't remember, you'd have to ask her.
She got a straight truck.
I do know it's a double waist and it's got sides for it too. It's a folder truck, like a 68 or something like that. For putting, you can put hay on the back or you can put the sides on it and use it as a dump.
Oh,
Is she in today?
Should be. Mary Booker. here.
And that's what.
I'm not sure.
Oh, she didn't come in till noon, or does she?
No, she's here from, yeah, no, she,
No, I lied.
she should be.
I lied. Don't listen
She
to me.
leaves. at noon.
I'm wrong.
Oh, I gotta go grab time sheets. Sorry. I'll go grab time sheets. Are you looking at time sheets, Christine?
sure.
in Maui, Hawaii, you know, one of the major problems they have? Shortage of water.
That's what you said, drinking water.
You wouldn't think so on an island like
You're
that.
just thinking, well, like, you gotta be surrounded by the Pacific Ocean.
Well, they had some massive flooding there last month, or April. It was in
Yeah.
April. Massive
They
flooding.
got 50 inches of rain in 5 days.
Yeah.
Can
They
you
had a dam that
imagine
was
what our
threatened.
country looked like with that?
Would be nothing left.
We had 5 inches of rain in 20 minutes and 12, and I thought the world was gonna wash us away.
Well, a couple of years ago when we got that one heavy rain that washed up over the freeway and a bunch of other stuff.
I think there's. Journal.
Yeah, you've got.
You might wanna look at the. Agenda, the 11th I put. Just make sure I have it worded correctly.
The intent.
We all went back
resolution
and
intent.
looked through our, yeah. We all went back. We only received a copy.
When,
Of. We received a copy and then we were under the understanding they were setting an appointment with the commissioners. On the growth policy.
The miners.
Yes.
yeah, that, I talked to Tracy, I suggested setting an appointment up for the 6th. She said, well, we were gonna go set one up for the 20th,
And then nothing
Then never
happened
happened.
and then
and I didn't follow up.
I guess we dropped the ball, so, but, they're not gonna meet with you. We're just gonna. You guys.
It's been
are gonna-
delivered to the clerk's office and the clerk can give it to the board. We can go from there.
It's been, yeah, it's been there,
Yeah. We didn't know.
so,
I thought that we were waiting for a copy from publisher or the printer.
no, Tracy got access to, Tracy made the changes in it.
This one?
Yeah, I don't know that. So do you want to forward that to me and then
Yeah.
I'll get it? Tracy sent an email showing all of that, but we weren't in it, but then the attachments aren't there. It references attachments, but no attachments are there. On my email,
Do I sign Andrea's?
yes, she's ambulance.
Yeah, I'm sending it to CR.
Please.
There's one. Then the resolution to accept the planning board to adopt the growth is here. I'm gonna send it to,
That wouldn't be done until the following meeting.
No, you gotta advertise and have a public hearing.
But I asked if we could do it all at the same time. Got told no.
Well, and then our advertising is kind of also putting that. Is pushing it. Before Todd's radar went off, I already had, well, I had to come in on Monday because we had so much stuff happening on Friday, we totally forgot to post the agenda.
Sandy's needs signed.
I put claims that.
Hmm?
Here,
no,
you see that? He checks.
Okay.
He checks to see if it's blue. We're almost at the bottom of our good election pins,
Gonna have to order.
which are, yeah, but blue ink is coming. It
It's not.
the ink in those is black.
Oh. Wrong color.
Which is why you keep, take them,
Go away.
give them away they're good pins, so I'll reorder, but hopefully you can get them in blue ink, not black.
There's a separate sheet on Furman.
He tried to turn it in as a claim.
But it's on
It's a timesheet.
the timesheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just forgot how to
Do it?
do it.
4 hours. Timesheet for 4 hours.
I think he was working on remember, he gets extra hours for like working on
Machinery.
the getting everything ready. And then I don't know if that's when he ran, that's where he describes it better on. I think he tells you here what he did. Worked on the spray, pulled chain oil, changed oil and serviced the mosquito, and then took to, I think he took it to he didn't go to the schooling in Billings, but he took it, I think, to Miles City to have it checked out. That's why we kind of leave those with, because he gives a description.
Self-explanatory on it, I guess. Might have read it. Did we advertise for housekeepers?
Yes, we've had no applicants. I think Dennis signed all the checks.
Checks are signed.
I tried to split it.
Figure out body cam and looking at so far. But I just go over why, but then not considered starting. That'll come in given that.
Had a scared mother this morning. One of Henry's daughters escaped and was on the loose and nobody knew where she was at. She was almost 2. She's 1 3/4.
Oh my goodness.
They found her.
How far did she get?
Is this claims or payroll?
She got a couple
Hero.
blocks. She's very independent. You say Coley when she's walking away and she drops her head and stands for this and then takes one more step away from her. Coley. And then she drops her head again. She's bullheaded.
Got it. She's tasted freedom twice now.
Now, Christine said to sign this one.
Yeah, I'll give them to Harry and then Harry.
Okay.
This is the payroll. I haven't attempted to find this. It's payroll, but then it ended up being claims. I had a situation where a person was submitted a timesheet and they were termed. And I'm like, what is going on? And so I had to reach out to
Gary didn't sign it.
we'll give them a call. I'm like, they retired, like, you can't be using workers that have quit. Like I said, that's why Gary O has to come in and apply. When we term them out of payroll, they're gone, like they are termed, they're reported.
Paperwork.
They're reported out with PERS, so like to bring one back in for a limited amount of hours is kind of a nightmare on payroll. It's not a simple task because you have to activate absolutely everything back up on them, and then you have to bring them out of the arcade. And especially for someone that you're not gonna use, so I called our auditor on it and I said, I know that it needs to come out of payroll and you're gonna tell me it can come out of payroll, but can I please pay them out of claims? Because they're not gonna work again. They just did it on, well, and the other part of that is if someone's termed, technically, you guys have to authorize them to come back to work.
Have to
As well.
rehire.
You'd have to rehire them. They gave notice. But this person worked, so when I talked to Dan and everything, Dan told me to reach out to the auditor and find out. So I'm paying them out of claims like I do my election judges. And how I do my like if I have judges, judges for court. And then I'll report the hours on workman's comp. One time, the auditors told me I can do this one time, but let me do it this time. But it really shouldn't happen that way. And that claim is gonna be over here. I'm just sharing that with you. It's not an easy task when someone is termed out of payroll to bring them back in. So, like I said, they shouldn't be coming back in when they've quit and
State PRS side is kind of a nightmare too, isn't it?
yes. Yeah, because I've told them they're termed, they're no longer working, and some of them it's a retire thingy, and so then when you bring them back in, it creates a nightmare, which is like, so Fran, I didn't term her. I didn't term her fully out because we knew she was coming back for elections or to be a fill-in. So if you know that, you can leave them in payroll. But you have to term, like if they're terming because they're gonna do their retirement, they have to be fully termed out of our system. Because our system will, when I do the upload to like PERS, it'll attach all my employees that I'm reporting. So if they're, even if they didn't work in that pay period, it just does a thing and it has 0 on them when I report to PERS because it's an upload to PERS. Which is why you have to report all your employees, whether they're contributing or non-contributing.
The PERF,
Yeah, it's a requirement.
really?
Well,
That's
Yes.
interesting. Looks like they just want to track who is.
No, because it's a requirement to report. That is our retirement system that we use. It's a requirement to report. And when you pull it out of your system, it doesn't alleviate. Even though even when people opt out, they have that all in their system too. That's also how they know if they're getting PERS. So like, remember how I told you once you opt in, like if you're with another entity and you opt in, you can't choose to opt out
Hmm.
at another provider that has the same.
So another job.
Yes. So like, for instance, the hospital also uses PERS. So if the ambulance crew can't opt out, because they're already opted in over at the hospital. So the PRS system will air it and tell me, no, they can't opt out.
So you're talking about if we have a split payroll, they're being paid out of the hospital and then they do something here and they work and then they can't opt out of this here because they're already in there.
Correct. Or if they're opted in here, they can opt out at another one. The only ones that can, is my understanding, is if they nurses, there's some statute. Cause we found this out with, one of the ambulance crews, that there is a statute with some,
Bless you.
there's a statute where nurses can choose not to. Not sure why, but there is a statute where they can, but of course, PRS will tell you that.
I think the reason they do that, cause I think I had my granddaughter is a registered nurse. And she was a traveling nurse. And that was, I think why they did that, because when you travel, you're in,
Yeah, cause it was like,
you could be in 4 or 5 hospitals in a month.
yeah, cause as far as I knew, everybody had to, and then that came up with one of them, and then, when I called PRS on it, they explained to me, no, there is just them, they're the only ones that, it has to do with nurses. I think CNAs can too, because I think there's traveling, I think it has to do with the medical
You know,
side of it or whatever, where they can do that,
I
so,
think they exempted that because it's out of state too.
yeah,
You go in other states, they're just, it's be pretty cumbersome.
yeah. Yeah, and that's the hardest one is PRS, I'm gonna tell you, it is one of the, cause I didn't, when I didn't report, and then I couldn't figure out why I kept having so many errors on the PRS, but it's when it pulls from the system, when it does the PRS, to the system. It tells it all my employees, and so it will know if I'm not reporting someone.
Yes, would you like some gum?
No, thank
Todd, would you like a piece of gum?
No, thank you. Not right now, but keep me in mind.
Okay.
So claims,
I've never seen you chew gum, Christie.
so this is the one I'm talking about.
Rolls down my
And I
throat.
put it, so it'll be in here with the timesheet and then, and then I also sent an email to the employee and said, "No, there's only 2 people that can be working that position moving forward unless they advertise and rehire and the commissioners give approval."
What's that?
On they have 2 people that they should be using as, substitutes. Substitutions when they need it, and that person is not.
Why is some sign or?
I don't know why she has it where some sign and some don't.
Itty bitties.
I'm a little tiny girl.
Just this number.
You're gonna give us new expenditure sheets?
Shouldn't this number match that number? Shouldn't that match that?
I think is there another one?
This is all.
But why is it? Yes, it's, well, I wanna make sure there's not another one. So this one got added. Can I see that first? Check.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
How much difference?
Oh. I was like, this got added later. And this check got added later. 121.92. Okay, so that's the second one, okay. So and that matches, right?
Yeah, I think,
Yes.
yeah,
The better it's in know.
it's just your point, good answer.
Is there some online ones in here? I guess there are two.
I saw that too and I'm stunned.
What does this one say? This one matches. What the heck is this one?
So what is, all this stuff should just not be in here?
I don't think it's a repeat, right?
Yeah, but without all the
1143.
documentation.
1143.
So it shouldn't even be in there.
This one is a repeat, right? I don't understand it. I'm gonna take it out and I'll check it.
Okay.
It's the same exact,
Yeah,
it's
That's
exact
the other
as
one.
this.
it doesn't match. Didn't there?
This one, let's have you sign this one. And then if I
Yeah, get the history on this stuff.
I need to figure out why this is. That goes, that says 1144. You say 1143. So what kind of is 1144? Let me go see if they printed the wrong voucher. Do you see what I'm seeing?
Yeah. Yeah,
This says 1144. And the one on the front of here is 1143. This one's 1143. So let me go see if this front voucher sheet is not the correct voucher sheet.
sure.
Good catch. I'm glad you're looking.
I'm gonna have a hard time finding brass and they carry brass fittings over at the hardware store. I mean, they might. But that's pricey stuff.
I think they do have some brass over there.
We're not sure, but this is the one that's supposed to be there. It's the online ones.
This is supposed to be in this place.
And,
Oh,
no, the other one.
This-
I don't know what this 11 is, so I'm gonna check into it, cause I added the two together. Cause this one's only 3,000, I added the two together. And it came up to 12,000, now 11 something, so I don't know. I'm gonna check into that, but this one needs to be there, this is the online ones.
okay,
And I'm going to check into this, dude.
we need to make sure the numbers match is all I'm saying, and then you got Carol here in this. You get Carol back in here.
I think she put the in, did she
She's
put the
in
in?
twice, right here. She's in a different set of vouchers to sign, plus she's in a separate one. I'll give all that, you can sort through it.
Okay. Probably gonna be another journal adjustment. Can we sign this one though to do the online ones? This one should have been in there in this one.
And it,
This is all the onlines, the utilities and that. That I know is correct. It's not in here. That's the 1144.
right, and there's part of the
There's
114.
part of the 114, but there's not the rest of the 1144.
I'm gonna go in the other room and get a folder. I
Okay,
didn't bring enough papers.
And then I think, let's see.
Cause this would be part of,
No, it's a totally separate transaction. This one.
just because I saw this.
You saw that one in there too?
Yes. Is that it? 1,400 and then turn page and you see it again, right there.
So this is just the voucher. So this is,
This is the voucher. I'm saying this is for this. I don't know it. I think they got things out of place
I don't know what they did.
and they need to
We're
look
gonna
at it.
blame it on the election.
But it's not. This has to match this stuff too.
Okay,
and
it's not.
not.
Okay, hold on. I think they got their sheets in incorrectly. It's not on this one. Look at the 1. I think they've got these in the wrong slot.
Yeah, we'll have to go back through it.
So we'll go back through it and check it. Cause see that 1144, it's not on there. It's not on this.
Right.
It's on the, it's not on the thing. Um.
They'll have to figure that out with that banner. it just,
It'll. I will make sure it's straightened out.
yeah, they need to go back through it and
Yeah.
iterate it.
We're gonna have to relook at the book.
Yeah.
Christine and Todd, don't sign, I know that this one's a duplicate for definite, sure. I'm positive on these. If not, it'll end up being a journal adjustment.
How many did we sign? 2?
3. I need you to sign this one that's not in the book. This one here. And then. This one. No, is that the duplicate one?
Well, it's.
Yes, that's a duplicate one.
Yeah, it's out of order. I think it all needs matched up.
Well, let me,
Yeah.
can we table it and have us come back in the claims and I'll try and get it.
We've
figured
got
out.
time this afternoon.
Yeah, because you're kind of like this, so can we just say I'm gonna bring the claims back in?
Yep.
This afternoon, and I'll check into that. Okay. I've never had. I will get that done. Payroll's all good to go.
We'll just set it at 4 o'clock, or you wanna do it at 3:30?
I can do it whenever. I'll get it researched and then I will. These are adjustments. That
Move
were
it to
journal
3:30.
adjustments that were done. MDU was
Something
accidentally
else.
paid twice on that one, so I just need your guys' initials, and then, this one is. $1.89 was paid, she gives the explanation on the fleet. A lot of work for $1.89.
Yeah, it is.
Which go to Brown.
Yep. Well, we just got a claim this morning. It came in and I'm like looking at it and I'm like. We have a credit
MDU paid twice.
and they were charging us interest and.
Isn't that automatic?
Fees. Are not interest, a late fee and. Processing fee. On a credit. And we had to call and say, are we looking at this invoice correctly? And they had charged us. Like $45 in late fees and 38. And then 38 cents in
I need interesting.
processing.
Oh,
fees,
sorry,
three
Mary.
Times 3.
I just.
And we had a credit of
on the list.
63.
No worries.
And I'm like, I'm not sure I understand this.
Sounds like.
But someone entered instead of entering it as a credit with a negative, they entered it as a positive. And then charged us late fees. You know, on the credit card got charged $79 for 8 cents.
Interesting.
I'm sorry.
For what? 8 cents.
8 cents. We underpaid 8 cents. Somehow we missed
That's
8 cents and they charged us $79 and some odd cents. Of course, they reversed it because I was
Well,
not very nice
It's
about
all
it.
good.
8 cents.
the credit cards.
Yeah, 8 cents.
Yeah.
$79 late fee.
Yeah. And they charge you interest on the entire statement if you are off 1 penny.
Which is insane to me.
That's
Here's,
how they make their money.
Yeah.
You just made me think I need to look at my credit card statement because I had a credit last month on there. Make sure they're not charging me for the credit.
Christine, here's the new expenditures.
Oh,
We
thank
did get all the, worksheets printed, which I'll talk to you about it this afternoon.
For
Budget,
the budget page book.
yes.
You need the books out of the drawer?
I'll go get them when you guys. You haven't even looked at them yet.
Is this the
Looked at
expenditure
it,
sheet?
not lately.
You put them in the drawer, you know exactly where they're at.
I do. They're under my papers. I get copied of the pictures. They should be at 91.3.
The clerk and recorder is off. I'm off because of wages.
Wow. Not off that much.
A year, by the time the fiscal year's up, you're gonna be at about 107, 108%. For his wages.
Yeah, we knew what was gonna happen because I had to. For the election and as far as we knew, the trial was happening.
Oh.
Remember
Hmm.
when the trial got scheduled, I had to take both Laney and to the election training. I didn't know that the trial wasn't gonna happen.
Crazy. When's it at now?
We don't know yet. We're waiting on the Supreme Court ruling.
On contracted service for buildings, why are we so over there at $8,000? What do we do there? It's significant.
That because of the work on the museum?
No. Museum comes out of, it's got a fund of it, we opened a fund of its own.
We still have that issue with the road department. We have 106 on supplies. Is that
Well, he
because of
went and bought
spray?
2 years worth of chemical.
Is that the chemical?
Yeah,
You bought how many? Just a year's supply, whatever.
I think
I thought
he bought
40,000.
this year's supply going into in this current budget.
Yeah. Got a lap over though, right?
Yeah, he's. Must screwed up on our interest payment, or we have a late fee, or what?
I hadn't figured that out unless it was,
You're right, Carrie. It's um,
The foundation work?
no, the drilling for the
the well.
at the museum. But I thought we had a museum fund that we opened. But maybe,
That was just the only building.
yeah, 'cause that was $8,000.
Considerably more than his bid.
8,000?
That's
His
what we
bid
paid.
was 53,100, wasn't it?
I don't
How
know.
deep was it? Just shallow?
30 feet, I think.
I thought his bid was like 75. But I don't remember for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
We just paid that, right?
yeah, would have been last meeting.
No, actually, I got those from my aunt before.
Or is it the bright yellow?
They're kind of deep yellow, kind of like that, with a plumbing, and then have one in the back that's.
I think the well was 5,300 and there was a window.
Oh, 8,000, I can print out that. I'll go there.
When the old are one and done and.
TV or triangle?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have one myself. Stand with the flower.
Yeah.
That's big. And so it's fine because it's with the island,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
So you can, got it.
yeah.
So it's right there. I'm getting long a little bit, I'm over.
You stay in your spot.
But I can sometimes come, somebody in public,
Yeah,
and it's just gorgeous.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forget that they're my first names, not last names. I'm positive it was last, because he just came and picked up the checks.
Yeah, because I was like, I called them, how do we, I've already said.
Property and casualty is gonna be over.
Yeah,
Not gonna be much, but it's gonna be some. %92 is the magic number.
91.37 or something like that. 91.3.
Have more people on Meals on Wheels than what we expected or something?
I think you had to.
There was an overpay because of a neglect of pay for a period of time.
I was looking for a month.
They hadn't paid,
But it was all in the
Yeah.
same fiscal year,
Right.
wasn't it? It's
Pardon?
all in the same fiscal year and there's no penalty or interest.
Here is your 8,804.04.
To purchase drilling.
Mhm.
Because his bid was considerably less than that.
Well, where's his bid? And you guys signed the check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just wouldn't think that a 30-foot well would cost you that much. Maybe I'm living in different times.
didn't he do something on well too, or just,
I don't know how to tell, like, I'm not gonna. Well, and is the bid itself for just digging the well, and then we have all these other. I don't-
Probably.
I didn't look at the bid, but, you have. There's a whole bunch of supplies. I don't know those.
It's got parts and pieces, brass,
Yeah, like,
fittings.
there's like a aluminum well cap. Like, I don't know if that was included in his bill,
Then he hooked
cause
it
it
up.
actually says for. To dig the well is $4,500.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's more
that's more like it.
That's
like,
digging the well.
that's
and the
drilling,
parts too?
Then
And
you
then,
got parts and then you got hookup.
and then you got labor.
yeah, cause you've got, his labor was 1,040. And then use of the backhoe is 1,387.50.
He had to trench
Yeah.
about 20 feet.
Yeah, he says, I don't know if that means 7.5 hours on the equipment, 7.5 at $185.
That would be ours, yeah.
And then you have a pump for $800.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
Then you have like, the rest of it's kind of like little stuff. There's 220. I think that's it's either the hydrant, I don't know here. It's no. There's a hydrant.
Yep.
6-foot hydrant.
Yep,
That was 220, so it's just all the little things
that's so
that go
you
with
can
it.
hook up a garden hose on the outside.
Yeah, so you digging the well, you charged it $4,500, but then you
That was
have,
close to what the bid was.
yeah,
Just didn't add all the parts and pieces
all
on
the
it.
rest of it that
Yeah.
needs to go with that. But that's the main thing that's out of there, and then the rest of that's out of there is like healthy as wellness. And
Oh, yeah,
but the 8,000 is what shot it out of the water.
ES supplies, $1,600 over.
he's been gradually creeping up on his supplies.
He's 141%. Significant. His overall budget is okay, but
Oh. You talked about the Meals on Wheels.
Yeah,
That's
it's the contract.
it's the salary contract. Remember, Dawn didn't have, she didn't turn in her time
Right.
sheets. So part of that would have been
Catch up from a year ago.
catch up from prior fiscal, not,
Prior fiscal.
yes, cause she didn't turn in her time sheet
Oh,
for
I
what,
thought-
like,
6 months or so.
yeah, like it was like,
So it was going into fiscal, so okay.
yes.
Alright. That makes sense now.
So we had to back pay her.
Contracted services is over, or an extension, would that be for like testing of forage?
How much over?
$2,719, significant.
Let's go make sure it wasn't like an auditor.
She's not in.
No, I'm gonna pull the detail.
So I finally found the bid from Hertz and it was 7,200 originally. Actually, yeah, 7,219 and $50, 50 cents. Way back in
That's in the
December.
bid. Yeah, cause the bid got lost.
Yeah, the bid was 7,219, so he really wasn't that far off. from
Well,
what
he
he
wasn't.
originally
I was
bid.
thinking just the drilling
Yeah,
part of it.
I didn't think it was that far back. I had to go a long ways back to find it.
I was gonna have to do some searching. I looked it up once, so I know kind of where it was.
Mhm. I found the original bid amount was 7,200, so he wasn't too far off.
Oh,
from what he
okay.
Had said. seen, I've always been impressed with how organized your own paperwork.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Seems like it works pretty well.
I don't do it that way. Paper trail, hard copy.
That's important.
I just don't get it. We have overtime at 147% of budget, but yet you look at salaries. Salaries are only at 80% in public safety.
It's at 80% because they budgeted for another person.
They were only had 3 budgeted, it'd be probably right on the dot.
Yeah,
So that's why the shift over to overtime. Because they're short.
yes. Their budget and salaries is for
4
Yeah.
people.
4 people and they only have 3.
What do you got?
I don't see anything out of whack, so we'd have to have Charlotte look at it.
Yeah, okay, we'll ask her. She's in.
No, she's not
Be
there.
there all week.
She's at 4-H camp, right? Or extension something. She's not here.
Gone for the week, I don't. 4-H camp, yeah, it might be 4-H.
I think it's 4-H camp.
camp.
Yeah, I don't see anything out of whack.
She have to prepay some stuff for the fair.
No, because what comes out of that is it's Charlotte's.
Charlotte herself.
Yeah, it's our share
Oh,
with MSU extension.
Speed in the first place.
Airport probably didn't get some grant money, huh?
No, they did. We gotta do an adjust. We know that it's there. They got. The only reason why they did what they did is because they got this. So we gotta do an amendment, but we're just. Waiting to the end, so that if we need to combine anything else to it. We can do the amendment at any time. So the amendment's pretty easy. They got this grant money and they used it to do this.
Sure.
April shuffle.
Yeah, we used to do. Yeah, they didn't, I don't think they didn't know they were gonna get it, or it was a large sum of money. Sure. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna go work on trying to figure that out. I think that's it. Unless you see anything else on
You
here.
might want to stick around for the reimbursement talk.
So which one?
Stick around.
The reimbursement discussion on project 340.
The culvert on 340 is one that we're allowed to get reimbursed as we go along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And right now, I have invoices on 340 that equal $57,250. Shall we submit for that reimbursement now, or do you want to hold off and wait?
I think we should submit now. Keep current, keep it up, then can
That's-
do another one.
Comes from April 25 to the present date. And I just received a bill, but I haven't looked at it. I think it's on a different bridge. Because we can't get reimbursed on Bridge 84 until it's complete.
Yeah, it's gonna be completely done, but this one said we could do the go.
How much did you say it was, Christine?
57,250.
Thank you.
This is the one south of Eames.
Yeah. Now, do you want a copy of everything I'm gonna send in?
Yes.
Sometimes it makes it easier, or you just, if you're emailing it, just CC me in the email.
I don't know how to do that. I'd have to get Lainey to help me.
You just put my email as CC so that then it,
But she's scanning the claims, right? You got the claims.
I've got the claims and the.
you're gonna scan those
I
in.
don't
and
know
then-
whether I'm going to do that or not. I don't know.
How
to
else are
do
you
that.
gonna send them in?
Paper packet?
No, you need to email them to who you need to email them.
Trail.
And the reason why is because it's always in the mail.
Yeah,
So if you email it,
they get it.
they get it, and then you can ask for confirmation that they got it. And then you can resend it if they need it resent.
Okay, when we get done with the meeting today, I'll work on that.
Yeah, it's really easy. You just scan all of those in.
We'll-
We
Can
put it
I
in a
email
folder, yeah. You put it in a folder, you attach it to the email and you send it to who you need to send it to. And probably the person getting it would prefer the email than the
More
paper
than
copy.
likely. Although Ryan works with me very well.
Well, he might have a fit. Well, see, and then that way he has all the documents, because he does reach out to me if he's missing a
Yeah.
document or something.
Last time we did this, we missed one.
Yeah. So we could do it that way, and it's pretty easy. We can even set it up to where it sends it to your email, and then you can just forward your email and attach me into the CC. So that it's saved
Let's not make
straight
it
to.
any more difficult than we,
It might be easier for you than trying to find a folder.
I know how to find the. folder.
Okay,
I got that.
and we
part.
can save it to a folder. You could actually just save it to a Bridge 340 folder.
Yeah. That sounds like a good way to do
Yeah, I'll scan all that you got.
it.
Okay.
All righty, I will submit then.
Okay. I don't even remember what's on the agenda. I had grandchildren at my feet and it wasn't doing what it should have been doing, and we were trying to get it up. I think it was a half an hour late of me getting it posted. But at least I remembered it needed to get posted. I'm like, I think we forgot that.
Oh, the property and casualty agent appointment.
I have the paperwork here.
It's in that.
Do you wanna do it?
That's, yeah, let's do that right now.
I'm gonna go make Laney work on open this part.
What's this now?
Property and casualty agent appointment and agreement, 2627.
Oh,
Who's the agent?
the agent.
Delight, isn't Delight?
Delight is the agent, but is it Delight or is it Watts Insurance?
Right, right. Sure, it must be Watt, and she's their agent, I guess. I don't know how they do that internally.
Do we want to call Delight and ask her?
It should tell you right there, shouldn't it?
One says employee employment and agreement. One says agent appointment and agreement. What's the
Well,
difference?
the agenda says agent.
This agent appointment agreement is made this. May of 2026 between Prairie County and you see if you can make either here.
That last year's copy or?
So this is Delight. Provide necessary underwriting information and application for annual renewal in a timely manner as required. Provide updated building and contents vehicle contractor and other schedules, including additions and deletions during the course of the policy year. Coordinate loss control services and other services provided by MACO, including periodic property appraisals, monitoring the achievement of established action plans.
Yeah.
Participate in coordinated claims reporting, documentation reviews of their entities and MACO PCT claims department at a minimum of once each quarter. Attend scheduled meetings and report to the county the information presented at those meetings, specifically mid-year renewal information. Cooperate fully with MACO PCT to facilitate investigation and adjustment of any claim that requested to do so. Refrain from admitting or denying liability on any claim against the county. County understands the materials in the claim files are highly sensitive and contain privileged information for claimants. County agrees to hold in strict confidence all information county receives, either orally in writing, in regard to claim files. County agrees not to divulge any information received or reviewed in relation to claim files to any person or entity other than MACO PCT claims personnel and their designated agents. County hereby designates the following employees to perform these duties.
What does that top that form say? It's employee
This says employee,
appointment,
and that one says,
agent appointment.
We got emails from a Bonnie Kemp.
Todd signed this January 21st to 26th.
so is this the same thing for
Be for the next
for
year.
the next year?
Well, this is from 7/1/26 to 27. So this is the current year.
So they're saying it's employee instead of agent now, but it's basically the same thing?
Well, this is for your new year coming up.
Yeah,
And maybe,
this is for the new year, 6/30/27. Yeah. And this one's for employee.
Is one of those papers maybe to designate a outside entity versus an internal employee? Did they send you one, so if you had an internal person who dealt with the insurance, that's who it would be?
who's your contact at Mako? They could call and ask them. I don't,
Did either of you get the email from Bonnie Kemp?
Yeah, I'll find it.
She
It said that this needs to be done by the end of this month.
Yeah,
yeah, end of the month.
Okay. Bonnie.
You want the phone time?
She might give it there. Should you have any questions, please contact me at 406-441-5469.
You have reached Bonnie. I am currently away from my desk or on another line. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message. I will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Bonnie, this is Todd Devlin, Prairie County. Could you call us back at 635-5707? Thank you. But I'm confused on that.
I think this is what we've done before, and I feel like that's something new. I don't know if the rules got changed or just what it is.
So who's the employee appointment and agreement? The employee appointment.
Would the
what
light
she-
be able to
Would
answer?
that be the clerk and recorder that keeps track of all this stuff? Would that be the employee appointment? And then your agent appointment is Delight?
Should we call Delight and ask her if
That's what I'm
Cause she-
thinking.
she's
See if she could clarify it. Agent would, I wonder if the agent would be Watts Insurance and the employee be Delight. When it comes to insurance, I'm,
well, then make it a little harder than I think they have to be.
no kidding.
It's in terminology.
What I meant to say.
What I thought I heard you say.
It's not complicated, it's not insurance.
I'm gonna call you. Do you have Delight's number?
Yeah. Want to see what good time for her to come in.
Oh, we added Sherry at 3:30.
Well, you have nothing at 1 o'clock unless you need a longer lunch. Because there's nothing on the agenda at 1 o'clock.
Let's make it 1:15. What's 1:30?
1:30 is,
Department and board reports.
What do you want to do here before I call her?
See if
Okay,
one,
maybe she can come now.
yeah,
Do you record your name and reason for calling? I'll see if this person is available.
that's weird.
This is Todd Devlin at the courthouse.
hi.
Thanks, Todd Devlin. Please stay on the line. Hello?
Delight,
Yes.
you available in about 15-20 minutes?
I believe.
We're confused about the contracts we're supposed to sign for property and casualty, employee appointment versus agent and, appointment. Can you help us out with that?
I'm not sure what you're talking about. So,
I'll get hold of Bonnie then.
agent of, you mean the acknowledgement that you signed or?
just the responsibilities of the county and the responsibilities of the parties agreed to as follows. One says employee appointment and agreement for the next fiscal year, and one says agent appointment and agreement. Pretty much the same requirements. Well, that's why we're calling you. We'll call Bonnie. Okay,
Good company.
all right, thanks.
Hi, Tom.
That's okay. I am here to, discuss and probably vote on the order amendment number 1 for immunization services. And, the task order number, Harry, is 26-07-4-31-136-0. You might need this other stuff. I'll get it. to
Yeah,
you,
I'll
but-
look at it when you're done.
So the only thing that has changed in the task order is that it went from $3,402 at the beginning of the fiscal year to now they're giving us $6,602.33.
Vaccines have increased in cost.
No, this has nothing to do with vaccines. It's just, I was talking with some colleagues. They think there was probably some money that
Didn't get you.
got handed out that they needed to, they probably got late from maybe the feds and then came down to us now, so. I'll probably try and use this for, getting the new sign out there. I've been looking at, I did get a quote from the same sign company, you know, that electric sign that's out there. And, I think it was around 11,000 or something like that, which I have other money that I can use toward the rest, you know, the remaining toward that as well. Cause in talking with them and talking with the electricians that looked at it,
Done.
they could try and maybe fix maybe what's wrong inside of there possibly, or, you know, kind of do some problem solving with what's inside of it, but that doesn't mean that it'll work once they fix it. So I figure it's probably best to just get a new sign than trying to tinker around with it, since we're not sure. Nobody could really give
Will
it.
it take it in on trade?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not. I am looking at Sign Pro as well out of Billings. They do some information signs as well. So I'll try and call them in the next week or two and see what they.
Do they service what they sell? The company that I talked about.
I'm hoping that they do. I would think they would. But I don't think they would service this sign.
No, I was, because I was thinking, the people that sold us this kind of didn't service it.
No, they were like, oh, that's not our problem kind of
Yeah.
thing is.
So market
They
that
kinda
was
kept
just,
saying.
you know, that handled it more as long as they were in the area and they serviced what they were selling.
Yeah, I will ask them that because that is a good question to ask. So, yeah.
I was with them impressed with the comments of people that missed the sign being active.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's something that people like seeing and
Yeah,
seeing what's going on and stuff. So it is nice to have that because, you know, the school gives you what's going on at school. Bank gives you the how hot or cold it is. So
time and temperature.
yeah, so then we can have the sign for county things, you know, as long as, like, my thing is to make sure that public health is priority over whatever else might be. It's public health money that goes towards it, but anyway.
Oh, I like about those signs, if we did stuff that we get in the mail or going through town, we'd always read the sign to see what's up.
Yes,
And people often don't know what's up.
yeah, it's, not everybody's on Facebook, but most everybody who's in town goes and gets the mail, so. Um. So anyway, I guess you can decide if you want to, vote to accept it or not accept it.
You would use it if you got it.
I'd probably use it toward the sign, yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept the task order to change pay the Prairie County from Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services to, instead of paying us $3,402, pay us $6,602.33. For immunization services, task order. I'll put it in the minutes later.
Yeah.
I'll second that. It's a good idea.
Look at it. But this is probably federal money coming down.
That's what we're thinking.
And they have to give it back to the feds or they have to spend it.
That's what we concluded.
The
Yeah,
government
makes
being
sense.
closed might have affected the timeline.
It might have, because it's like a short time frame for this fiscal year, so.
They're just adding these two together. Section 5, section 7. I guess. Take them out. And change it from here to here,
Yeah,
and then here I think they give a little more description.
yeah, they basically, show you how the funds are divided. Yes.
Right, where it's coming from.
Yeah, yeah,
And are they paying 25% a quarter, is that what they said?
yeah,
25.
Is that gonna complicate things?
yeah, and I'm not sure how they're gonna. Like, it says activities listed in section 4. And since this is, I think they probably should have, amended that as well, but they probably forgot to, because they'd probably have to give us that money this quarter, because it's gonna be done by June 30th, 2026.
Cause I remember before, I thought it was just one sum, wasn't it? Did they pay it over?
They pay it through quarters,
Did they
yeah.
pay it through quarters?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. For government, we make it as confusing.
There's a motion, a second on the floor. You seconded it, right? Any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Can I see that?
Thank you.
So good, you can finish. I just have to drop these off. This is the form I was telling you that we have for the protest taxes. If anyone asks about it or wants to appeal, this is the information we give them. And then we say, best wishes, we're not lawyers. And I gave you 4, so everybody can have one. And then if you have questions, I can answer questions about the worksheet. The statute is very clear about everything else.
Harry,
Thank you, I think.
What is that now that it's changing? Is this what it was and this is getting?
Correct, yeah, that's what it was at the beginning of the fiscal year.
I had Cheryl copy off a couple of emails I received. Here's an update on the bridges from Brandon Duffy.
Okay, I want to-
Thank you.
Thanks, Ty.
Thank you.
So the bridge going over the top of the irrigation, that's the 4084.
Yes,
So they want us, they're thinking about getting a bid process going here pretty quick.
evidently it's
Cement the
gonna
environmental
take a little
checklist,
while.
DT, they're gonna check the boxes and that's gonna be pretty quick. So then there's, goes out to bid.
And they can't work on it until after it comes off in what, September or October.
Yeah, there's that ditch down in October.
Yeah, it should be dried down by October. I think they actually run Labor Day or just right after that, September.
What was this pink sheet? I was typing.
Hmm?
What was this?
It's the tax
This is what,
protest from treasurer's office.
this is what they get if they ask for.
Yep,
So on S340. Wouldn't Great West, part of their responsibility to make sure we get reimbursed from the state? Instead of us putting the claims in, wouldn't they have that all set up for us? Of course, we're gonna be paying by that.
I'd have to read through the contract that we signed. I don't remember.
But it seems to me that we wouldn't have this project, Highway 340, really wouldn't be doing much with it. It'd be the temporary would stay in there. And sooner or later it would become permanent. I'm just saying, it's okay for you to have checks and balances, but Great West Engineering, they'd be able to give us a printout of how much everything's cost.
Well, do they get the bills for the construction work or do they come directly to the county?
I don't know.
No, there's
Because
no
we get-
construction, yeah.
It's still in the planning stage.
Okay, yeah.
But you're talking about just taking, back in their bill, is that all that is their bill?
That's what I've got is on just Great West.
It's all Great West.
Yeah,
But I think
But
we're the agency that sends the bills and pays the bills. We'd have to be the one, cause that lease or that road agreement's with us. Because I think they said we get our culverts back once they're pulled out.
yes,
Okay.
And I thought they also said that we could claim our work into that thing. That's what I thought they said. Putting those culverts in and cleaning it
now
out.
that I'm not sure of. I'd have to see if that's in the papers that our agreement.
You could look it up, but I thought was discussed, and it might have been just with Brandon too, and he might have just threw something out there, I don't know.
Well, the state come down and helped us with the equipment too, didn't they?
They provided the equipment,
Yeah,
Well, they brought
the cat.
they brought a cat down and pulled that lid off it.
But would reimbursement actually include that?
No,
Okay.
because that's the state.
Because that was prior to the discussion.
Our cost in that was the culverts and their cost was the dozer usage,
And
mobilization.
then we got that gravel up on top of the hill on the even side because we couldn't get it from the BLM without permits and all those things. So we had to get the fill dirt.
Yeah, the fill dirt, the gravel come from the railroad pile at yours. That the railroad bought and
We took the
Crushed.
dirt in from up on top.
yeah, dirt. But we used some gravel
Oh,
off
we
of
did.
that.
Then I wasn't, because I was driving one of the trucks filling that hole in.
Yeah,
And we
I
got
think they
dirt.
used 1 or 2 loads of gravel, I
And they-
think, I'm
and they-
not
And they could have.
100%. I'd have to check that with Todd.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd have got it there from
One of the pits.
well, the pit from mining earth, it's right there too, just north of there, isn't it?
The other piece of, mail or correspondence was the notification from Mako on the energy summit that they are putting on in Miles City, June 25th and 26th. There's a registration just for a head count. There's no cost to go to it. Starts at noon, the 25th. And goes till 3, I think. 4:30. Then it starts at 9 the next day and goes until 3. They provide lunch the second day. That's their tentative.
anybody wants to put this on the calendar.
I registered for it.
I think I got that on computer at home.
Yeah, you should have got an email.
Yeah, I did.
I did, but I'm not going.
We're gonna talk about data centers and I was kind of interested in that.
That data, we're gonna talk about it all. Should. Does it say on the agenda? It's a draft agenda, but it's probably pretty close.
Wind, solar and batteries and nuclear, 9:15. The second day.
Might be interesting to hear what they gotta say about that. I don't know if you guys saw it. I sent you an article and then you said could be maybe. I looked at New York Times and New York Times reported the same thing that article said. May 5th, I think, or when, 1st of May, the Defense Department, War Department, Pete Hegseth shut down all wind projects, 260 in the nation. Because they're having interference when they're flying their missions and doing their, like Maelstrom comes out of here, flies over us. That they're interfering with their communication. So they shut it all down, now they're shooting and they do permits.
Really? Can you send me that?
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I haven't read anything on that.
It just,
Radio interference.
yeah, radio interference. And it's, there was some other stuff they mentioned too. But it was a
May
frequency.
5th.
I think it was May 5th, May 4th, it was for the first part of May, that they shut it all down. And changed it, permitting before, it was kind of just,
You come in and we'll give it to you.
yeah. and now they've changed it to.
Todd, do you want that too?
What's
Are
that?
you talking about the Rutgers one? or-
Whichever one you sent me back in May.
Yeah, that's what I sent you.
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
Yeah, send that to both of them, and then I'll follow up with the New York Times one.
I think the one that says US wind farm projects threaten national security. I think that's the one you're.
That's the one, yes.
Got time to do the minutes?
Yeah.
Read it.
Yeah, go ahead if you want.
Prairie County Board of Commissioners meeting, May 20th, 2026. Prairie County Board of Commissioners, Todd Devlin, Christine Keltner, Dennis Teskey met in regular session, 9 a.m. In attendance, Administrative Assistant Terry McNall. 9 a.m. Call to order, Pledge of Allegiance, public comment. Shane Eaton explained he is with the last best place zoning district in the litigation to the ballot initiative. There were documents saying that zoning regulations are not in place. He spoke about Commissioner Devlin's comments, county attorney comments about the regulations under oath saying they are not in place. Would like to know where the district is concerning the zoning district. How are we supposed to know what is happening? Barb Smallest has been disappointed with county government and would like an answer for why the county is suing Shane and Tylee Eaton. Glenda Hewlin, can you condense in a paragraph as to why the county is suing them? The residents of the county are going to pay for this lawsuit. Clint Grew, we live within the zoning district and my understanding was that it is in place. I sent a letter to be on the zoning board and have not heard anything. What is happening with it? Norma Riley, spelled wrong.
Oh, do you spell?
Reilly.
Thank you.
Concerning the lawsuit, many want a height limit for turbines in our county. Joe Lewis would like some clarity about the zoning district. We have some land in the district and would like to know if we need to do something else to get this completed. Dennis Teskey, speaking as a citizen, described the process of zoning district documents, plans, maps, etc. Commented that when he voted as a commissioner for the district, he believed all the zoning regulations were going into place at that time. He also spoke about the MCA concerning creating zoning districts. Shane Eaton commented that he thought the zoning regulations were in place. We are not getting information about where things stand concerning this district. He also spoke about the lawsuit, what he understands the lawsuit is about. He also described in detail what he learned about the lawsuit on his end of the lawsuit. Commissioner Devlin prepared a statement to explain what county responsibilities he has been working on in his absence from meetings. Items include working on spreadsheets for funding the road department, attending Montana Natural Resource Coalition Roundtable, economic development meeting, working with staff sheriff on mill levy for public safety, working with Department of Interior to secure a new BLM state director and other responsibilities. Exhibit A. Barb Smallest, I understand the things you've been doing, but the county concerns should be the first concern for your position. Address our concerns first, then do other responsibilities. Dave Hudson thinks the list is a cover for missing your job. Looks important on paper, but the stuff going on here in the county is more important. Shane Eaton made a comment about the zoning district and lack of answers from the commissioners. Mary Elizabeth Grew, thank you, Dennis Teskey, for trying to answer some of our questions. I believe Commissioner Devlin and Keltner are tied by their lawyers. 9:30, Road Supervisor Todd Henry joined the meeting to discuss road department activities. He gave an update on cattle guard cleaning. Supervisor Henry did secure a pickup with a dump bed through the state surplus as discussed on May 6th Commissioners meeting. There was a discussion on making payroll bi-weekly. The clerk's office believed they don't have enough staff to process a second payroll. If this is something to consider, we should have an additional payroll clerk. It would take a part-time person to do just payroll processing. Conversation about timing concerning the levy for the road department must be 85 days before the election and no later than August 10th, 2026 with a resolution. Discuss the uses of the levy funds, timing of resolution, etc. 10 a.m. Commissioner Keltner read the minutes from the May 6th, 2026 Commissioner meeting. 10:11 Commissioner Teskey made a motion to accept the minutes from the May 6th Commissioner meeting as corrected, second by Commissioner Devlin. All in favor, motion passed. 10:12 Rainey Pertz read the Prairie County Central Committee resolution concerning Commissioner Devlin. 10:17 Commissioner Keltner moved on to agenda items with conversation about courthouse parking lot and fence repair.
First is spelled wrong.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it is. The commissioners received a bid from Hard Drives out of Billings, Montana. Commissioner Teskey abstained from the discussion. Mr. Keltner suggested putting the work out to bid for transparency. Commissioners decided to put it out to bid. Commissioners with Kiefer Lewis went out and looked at the fence by the courthouse, and Kiefer will fix the fence. He might add, he also found out he owns the fence. 10:45 Commissioners reviewed correspondence. 11 Lance Calfell followed up on the wilderness study area conversation from a previous commissioner meeting. Would like to see a study group put together to make it a wilderness area instead of a study area. The study area has been in place for over 50 years. Lance explained that a study area you can't do anything within, but a wilderness area allows trails,
Trail room.
trail rules, water development, etc., to use the property for grazing and travel. It would be a benefit to the county if this was redesigned as a wilderness area. 11:27 Commissioners adjourned for lunch. 1 p.m. Clerk and Recorder Sherry Robertson provided the commissioners with claims to review and sign. There was a discussion on the 250th celebration. There needs to be minutes that show who is on the committee, where funds are going, etc. This will be put on the next agenda to discuss. Voided check numbers 49594, voucher 1134, and 49535, voucher 1128. Voucher 1127, number voucher 1136, voucher number 1134, voucher number 1135. 124 Commissioner Keltner made a motion to sign RM88 for records that have met their retention dates according to Montana Code 7-5-2132 from Clerk and Recorder's Office. Second by Commissioner Teskey. All in favor, motion passed. 2 p.m. Sheriff Lewis was present to explain the reason for appointing Kelly Fivey through the resolution. She is the prosecutor for this case, and Sheriff Lewis has spent 4 years building this case. There is no cost to the county for this appointment. The attorney is a specialist for this type of case. Commissioner Devlin read Resolution 2623. 212, Commissioner Keltner made a motion to pass Resolution 26-23, appointing Special Deputy County Attorney Kelly Fivey. Assistant Attorney General DC 40 2026 1 for State versus
Yes.
Coates UTTS case. Seconded by Commissioner Teskey. All in favor, motion passed. 2:30 PM, Election Administrator Sherry Robertson updated the commission on SB 490 injunction from the district court judge and how it will affect elections. Registration is open till noon Monday, June 1st, and allows in-person registration on election day, June 2nd, starting 7 AM through to 8 PM. You cannot register to vote at polls, only at the county courthouse. When voting, the person voting must produce a valid ID, non-expired, in order to verify identity to vote. The polls in Prairie County will be open 12 PM to 8 PM, both in Terry and Fallon.
That's because you're here.
Early voting will open at 7 AM to 11 AM at the courthouse for anyone who wants to vote in the morning. 3 PM, public comment. Norma Peabody has concerns about the lawn of the cemetery. 3:30, Senior Center hail repair decision. Commissioner Devlin reached out to Mark Soderquist, who put in a bid back in September.
You got my text, right?
Yes,
He increased it by,
$500, wasn't it?
100,
Or $100, that's what it was.
yeah.
That's the deal.
did you call him? And accept? Commissioner Devlin suggested that if the painter's quote comes in with $6,000 or less, we need to finish that sentence.
We accept it, right?
We will accept the bid.
No, because they asked for the planning board.
Commissioner Keltner made a motion to accept the bid from Mark Soderquist. And I'm not sure that's how you spell it. If it is equal or less than 6,000, seconded by Commissioner Teskey, all in favor, motion carries.
They have the planning board, have everything they needed.
4 PM, Fair Board to update commissioners on new fair building. Charlotte Sackman explained the meetings the Fair Board has had concerning the project.
They asked.
She explained the different phases of the project, and they are currently working on public outreach and fundraising. The name of the new building will be called Badlands Event Center. They started a fundraising campaign for 1 year and currently have received $212,000 in donations and sponsorships. Also, there have been applications put in for grants to help with the project. She went over some of the cost estimates involved in the project.
Commissioners, yeah,
It's fun over at Mako. I had to go home and use the phone. We don't have internet.
oh,
So, how can I help you today?
well, we're wondering, just scan these contracts and send them back, but we're wondering what the difference is. One says an employee appointment agreement and one says an agent appointment agreement.
So, this year was the first year you guys voted to allow counties to not have an agent and still be able to be a part of the program.
Oh,
So if you are not gonna pay the agent, basically hire an agent just for our package and doing what the agent does for you, you could save that money and contribute to an employee. That's why it says for an employee. So if you select someone that normally takes care of this stuff and tells the agent what you need,
we've always used Delight.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and
we just use, the only one you need back is the agent appointment.
Exactly. Yep. If you're gonna stick with the light, she's great to work with. Yeah. Send it on back.
You have answered our question.
Awesome.
Thank you, Bonnie.
I can't. Okay, we'll let you know if we find any other massively confusing things.
Yeah, just make sure you put the percentage down. I think you guys pay them 10%.
Okay, we'll find that out. Does Delight know that number?
Yeah, she should know that number for you.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
you're welcome. Have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day, Bonnie. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
There is a need to send out a request for qualification for an architect. 440, Commissioner Keltner made a motion to allow the Fair Board to seek request for qualification for an architect, seconded by Commissioner Teskey. All in favor, motion passed. 445, Commissioner Teskey made a motion to adjourn the meeting, seconded by Commissioner Devlin. All in favor, motion passed.
I'd make a motion to accept the meeting, and then it says amended incorrectly.
I will second. Any more discussion?
When we get back.
Seeing none, favor say aye.
When
Aye. Motion passes. Go ahead.
we get back from lunch, we need to call Mark Soderquist.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna see what I found on that. Let's eat lunch.
Okay, I'll stop the recording for lunch.